Well, hello. Tonight was supposed to be fajitas or tacos or something like that, but it's summertime and it's hot, so I wasn't going to cook no hot food. So instead, we're going to do a cold salad, what is very yummy. First time I made this was 2002. Got it out of a book, what somebody brought to work one day, and it's the original Texas Caviar. There's a lot of off generic ones, but this is the original one. And so to start off, well, we need some white corn. So I just buy this canned white corn, and I already rinsed it and drained it and rinsed it. And so I'm going to put in 16 ounces of this corn. And then I'm going to do black beans. I've already rinsed these and drained them out so there's no liquid. We're going to do black-eyed peas. Oh, you're going, there's a lot of beans in there, but they're good. And to go with that, to add a little bit more color, I'm putting in some green bell pepper, some orange bell pepper. I cut up a cup of each, and then I put in one jalapeno pepper, took out the seeds, and so it's not too hot. And then just kind of mix that up to start with gently. And see, we're already starting that wonderful color. And then I'm going to add some pinto beans by Fairway. And them I drained and rinsed. And I like onion. You guys by now should know I like onion. So I cut up one bundle of table onion, or just green onion. We guys call them table onions. I cut up 4 Roma tomatoes and nice, easy eating chunks. And then to add a little bit more off the wall flavor, I like cucumbers. And even though I don't have cucumbers in my recipe, I'm going to put cucumbers in it tonight. We'll call that the secret ingredient. And then this is going to be a quick, easy one tonight because I already had everything pre-cut and drained and sitting in the refrigerator getting cold, because this is better if it sits for 2 hours or even overnight before you eat it. And then look how colorful that is. And so then, well, I'm going to add some fresh ground black pepper. Buy one of these and you feel like a professional chef. And done that, so I'm going to add some, also some sea salt, coarse sea salt, just to help sweat out some of the juices out of the veggies. Not very much though. Then I'm going to mix that up a little bit. And then I'm going to add, this here is 16 ounces, and I'm just going to add 8 ounces of it. This is Italian dressing, Fairway brand, because it's good. And it's so fresh, I haven't even opened it yet. Yeah, that's about half. maybe 2/3. But then if you like more, you can always add more. But when these set and they get juiced up, it starts making more, all that good flavoring. And then just go clear to the bottom and scoop her up, and you get all the liquid with it. And then you get yourself a dish after you're all done. And let's say this has been in the refrigerator for a couple hours already. And then you spoon up some of this, and that's how quick and easy this went tonight. Right there it is, and make you jealous a little bit. I got some taco shells or tortilla shells, and yeah, then you just take a little of them and put a little on there, and pretty good. And that's it for tonight for me. Is there any questions? Well, thank you for watching my part of it. Next will be Miss Lizzy's and hers, and give us about 2 minutes for rearranging things, and she'll be back. Thank you.
Okay, hello everybody. So last summer I did a watermelon jalapeno type of like side salad. Well, this time I'm gonna be doing a watermelon tomato salad, which can also be used as a salsa as long as you like dice it a little bit smaller. So pretty simple, pretty colorful. I'm gonna start out with half a watermelon. I just have it, I did wash my hands. I just have it cubed up. So it's about half a seedless watermelon. And from there, you're going to add about 1 cup of red or white onion. I'm using red in this instant. And I just found an onion. It was probably about the size of my palm. So a very, very small onion because you don't need much. So you're just going to go ahead and pop the onion in there. I'm just going to use about that much. And then from there, so you have the onion and the watermelon mixture. And then here I have Perlum tomatoes. I have them chopped up in fourths. The pack did also come with red, but since I already have red in the salad itself, I'm going to be using orange and yellow tomatoes. Again, I have them sliced in fourths. So you'll just go ahead and pop them in there. For the like the normal recipe, you would use about 2 to 3 medium-sized like red and or yellow and orange tomatoes. But in my case, I could only find the little miniature ones, so I found the case that had the most orange and yellow ones in there. And then from there, so you have that tossed in there. And then I'm just going to give this a quick stir. Should have grabbed a bigger bowl.
It's very strange to have onions mixed with watermelon.
It was also in my last recipe. We might have to repost that one, but it was onions, jalapeno, and watermelon. But it was very, very good, and it wasn't as spicy as it sounds because I am very sensitive to spice. This is a new one that I found, and I tried it, and I'm like, okay, this is not half bad. And then for the other part of it, you're going to take 2 to 3 freshly squeezed limes. I'm kind of like Dad, and you measure with your heart. You don't actually measure proportions. You just measure with your heart. So I just have limes here, and I'm just going to squeeze them in there. I'm going to turn into the Hulk here pretty soon. I squeezed limes perfectly fine last night. So we'll see how that goes. Or you could use a juicer for these, or you could cut the limes smaller, but I just want to show everyone my mighty guns I have here to squeeze my limes.
Are you going to be able to go live again so we can sample?
That would be awesome. I know we talked about it a while ago, but I have no idea when that's going to happen next. Hopefully in the future, once everything starts to go more back to normal. So in this case, I'm only going to use 2 limes total because this is a lot of juice, but again, the recipe is really just half. If you were to use like the whole watermelon, I would say about 3 to 3.5 lines, but for the recipe we'll be posting, I would just do 2. And then just kind of give that another stir. And an ingredient that I did forget is cilantro. Just to kind of give it another pop of color and taste. For the cilantro, you'll use about 1/4 of a cup, or again, like, measure with your heart, since I know some people are picky about cilantro. So then there's that. And then lastly, you'll just use like kosher salt in about like a tablespoon, or about like 1 to 2 teaspoons. The thing about salt with something like watermelon and tomatoes is that it's going to leach the water out. So I would suggest if you make this ahead of time before serving, I would go ahead and strain it, unless you don't mind having the juice in there. I know I'm someone who doesn't care for a lot of liquid, but I know there's some people that'll just like sop it right up. In this form, I'm making it in a salad form, but this can also be made as a salsa form. You'll just need to reduce the size of all the ingredients in here into like little itty bitty baby cubes like you would see in any other salsa mix. But from there, with all the ingredients mixed together, from there you'll just kind of have a nice little color popped salad.
Good. What does cilantro taste like? Some people say they don't like it. I don't know if I've eaten it before, but I'm curious.
I mean, I eat cilantro, especially when like we make tacos at home. I personally don't feel like it has much of a like taste at all, but I know some people says it kind of gives off like a metallic, metallic taste. What do you guys think?
I think it's spicier personally.
My stepmom says she thinks it's a spicier parsley. I know some people have said it tastes like it has like a metallic taste to it. For me personally, I don't think it has much of a taste at all, but I eat it enough to maybe I'm just accustomed to it at this point. But that's the best description I can give for cilantro.
But more than likely, is it put in a lot of Mexican food?
Yes.
So probably if I eat at Carlos or Kelly's, I'm probably getting some in there.
Yeah, I say cilantro is definitely popular in salsa. So you're probably getting it in there. It's just finely chopped to where you just don't see it or you just don't realize it's in there.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions? If not, well, thank you everyone for coming, and the recipes should be posted within the next day or so, as well as the video.
That's good. I really like the recipe your dad did.
It's good. I was happy when he said he was making his Texas caviar. So
yeah,
no, it's good. It's good, especially if I'll eat it.
My kind of food.
I say you can't go wrong with Dan Lake cooking in general. That's what I always say. There's some things he makes that I won't eat anywhere else. So that also says a lot. But no, you can never go wrong with Dan Lake or his recipes. So no. It's
and you're not prejudiced at all.
What's that?
You're not prejudiced at all.
Oh, not at all. No, not at all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.